Hello.
What's up? What's up?
It's asking me to stay co-host or reclaim host. Stay co-host.
Now, reclaim host.
Okay.
Happening for a moment.
All right.
So,
Miss Agnes coming in.
uh, Miss Agnes, what's up?
Hey, how are ya?
Doing,
Hi.
Miss Agnes, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I took it light today. I didn't want it to kill myself because of my crazy life. I do the 3 classes back to back, so I wanted to try it and see how I feel and just kind of add the weights as I go, not to be like totally dying.
Yeah. What I always say is like on weeks 2, 3, and 4, that's when you really start to like dial in on what weights to use and whatnot. So it's good to kind of like keep a
Hold
little
on, hold on
together.
1 second because I cannot hear you and I'm not sure why.
Can you hear me now?
What is the volume on that thing? Um,
What about now? I'm gonna just keep talking and you let me know like if the sound is a little bit better. Miss Jane, what's up?
Hey, hey,
How you doing?
I'm well, and you?
Doing amazing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, so we got a few people coming in. Miss Latoya, what's up? Can you hear us, Miss Latoya? And you're on mute. If you don't know that, Miss Latoya, you are on mute.
oh, you're here.
Miss Jane, how was your day?
There we go.
Productive.
Amen. That's good. Productive is good.
That's right.
Really good. All right, Miss Latoya, do we have audio?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
All
And
right.
Miss Agnes, is everything A-okay?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. We're just trying to have a technical difficulties, and this is my lovely assistant here who's trying
Uh,
to help.
yeah,
So
you had to bring in the
just bear with
expert.
me for 1 second. No, I didn't. Oh my God, hold on 1 second.
You're good.
Huh?
And then, so Shanique, you
I'm
have
trying
everything
to
set up with
find.
the
Yep.
okay, perfect.
Yeah. We can jump right in.
All right, so Miss Agnes, we're gonna jump into it, but if you have questions or anything, we can hear you perfectly. You can't hear us? Is that the problem, Miss Agnes? All right, now you're on mute, Miss Agnes. All right, so Coach Neek, I'm gonna stop my camera. I want you to get it started.
Okay.
I'm still right here though, okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Hi, everybody. I'm gonna
Hello.
pull up our show. Just bear with me 1 minute while I share the screen. All right, so welcome to our coaching and support meeting. We're gonna go through, make sure everybody is on track with everything that we're supposed to be doing. So I know that this is an evening time, it's family time. So if you need to leave, you can ask your question and skip ahead. We're all adults. I'm gonna be moving things along. So if I interrupt, if somebody gets a little long-winded, it's coming from a good place. If you really don't have a good idea of what you need to be doing and your question is going to take more than 3 minutes, then just wait until the end and then we can sit back and chat. Anybody who wants to stick around and listen is welcome to do so. So, starting with our fitness, we're going to go around the room. We know that we have 3 to 5 hours of intentional activity. That's our 3 sessions for the week that we reserve, and then our 2 homework assignments. So, how about like some thumbs up if everybody is has their 3 sessions scheduled, or if you've already completed your 3 sessions, or just where you are with that. Let's go around the room, in fact, and just find out where everybody is with the 3 sessions.
I've got mine scheduled and I've got my 2 homework scheduled. So
Okay.
I've completed, well, I've completed 2, but I've got another one in the books.
Okay. One more homework
hmm
and then 2 more sessions. All right. Very good. Miss Latoya, how you looking with your homework and your scheduled sessions?
I have one more session, and I think as far as homework, I've been sending you pictures. I think the only thing I haven't done with you is a grocery list.
Okay. So your homework assignments, we are going to get to some nutrition, but as for your homework, that's going to be the 2 workouts or 2 30-minute spurts of exercise that
That's
you
for
do outside
Saturday.
of the gym.
Yeah, that's for Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so you're already ready to go. You just waiting on the weekend to get here.
Yeah,
All right, and then one more session for the week.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Who else is here? I can only see like one person at a time while I'm sharing my screen. So I know Miss Jane, Miss Latoya. Somebody has to jump in. Somebody's got to volunteer because I can't remember who all is in the room. And 3, 2, 1. Any volunteers? Ah, y'all are so quiet. Okay, I'll just see who's in the room. Miss Agnes, can you hear us now?
What was that
Yeah,
question?
yeah, I'm back.
Okay. All right. Did you you have your 2 homework assignments scheduled for the week?
Coach Nick asked me.
Coach Jay, do you have your 2 homework assignments scheduled for the week?
Yes, so I have 2 go-to homeworks that I always do. So every Saturday morning, I do 5 miles. So that's going to be number 1. And then one time throughout the week, I like doing handstands, flips, and stuff like that, just because it's like my moving meditation. But that's going to be what's today, Wednesday? I gotta do it tomorrow then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss Jane, your turn.
But I jumped into a group session yesterday. That was I'm gonna count that as one of my homework. And I did a session on my spin bike on Sunday, but I'm gonna get a little extra in tomorrow.
Amen. And you did a group
Awesome.
session at Bamboo?
I did. I
3
did my
by
first
3.
group session at Bamboo yesterday.
That's good. Amen. That was a 3x3. Those are tough. That's
It was.
amen.
All right, all right. So we're just gonna push forward. Most of us have our homework assignments planned. So if there's any question about homework assignments or you'd rather do it with the group, then oh, hey Miss Agnes, I can hear you now.
Sorry. It's just my child decides to join in here too, so I'm trying to send him away. Sorry
No
about
worries, no worries. Did you your homework assignments scheduled for the week?
Yes, I did the on Sunday I ran, on Monday I play tennis. I'm thinking to play tennis tomorrow, and if I have energy, I'm gonna plan to run on Saturday, on Sunday, or
Okay.
Sunday.
Sounds good. And then your 3 sessions for the week. I know you had your first one today.
Yes, and I have one tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and I schedule one for Friday morning. So we'll see how I'm gonna survive. But
Okay. Perfect. Okay, and just remember, you want your sessions to take priority and 2 homeworks to take priority. Anything
oh
after is
yeah,
going to be extra. So don't wear yourself out with any running or anything, and then you can't complete your sessions with us,
yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
All right, cool. So, like I was saying, if anybody is interested in getting access to unlimited sessions, like Miss Jane, she came to 3x3, even though she does personal training. You can sign up to become a Prestige Labs athlete. The way to do that is having at least 2 items on subscription. So most of us are taking the Prestige Labs protein and then something else, maybe like a multivitamin or intra workout. Having those 2 essentials on subscription is going to gain you immediate access to the perks, which is unlimited sessions, discounted prices, and access to that premium session. All right, so let's talk about nutrition. The goal is to follow the plan, right? Everybody knows how to access their nutrition plan in the app.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes.
I showed
Yes.
everyone in our
Yes.
nutrition
Yes.
orientation, so I know y'all know how to get to it. So I do want to know, we're gonna go, I'm just gonna randomly call around the room, because I want to make sure everybody understands the breakdown for our meals. So breakfast and lunch are the same. Miss Latoya, can you tell me the macro breakdown for breakfast and lunch?
Oh gosh, you called me out. I'm in the middle of trying to cook as we speak.
Oh, that's
So,
good. You need to know how to put everything together.
breakfast is vegetables, protein, and no, carb.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and
Good
that's for
job.
breakfast and for lunch. And
Mm-hmm.
then dinner,
Okay,
you're
wait,
gonna
wait, wait,
switch
wait, wait,
out
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Excellent job. Miss Agnes, for dinner, how does dinner differ from breakfast and lunch?
Because you have the vegetable, a cup of veggies, and a 6 ounce of protein, and the choice of fat.
Good job. And then, Miss Jane, what are our snacks?
So it's usually protein powder,
Mm-hmm.
a drink with protein powder or a portion of protein, whatever your plan calls for.
Yes, ma'am. Very good. So we can pick a half portion of protein from our nutrition guideline. Otherwise, we're going to do at least 1 scoop of our Prestige Labs. 1.5 or 2 is just an extra bang for your buck. So good job, everybody. You guys passed. Y'all passed the test. So also, just so you guys remember, you can find everything in the private Facebook group. You go under that featured tab in the Facebook group, and you can find our nutrition assets, the fitness assets, different little announcements and things to help you keep on track. You'll find out about sales and promotions from Prestige Labs. While I'm on the topic, Miss Agnes, I know we were having some trouble finding the Facebook group on your phone. Were you able to get that figured out, or do we still
No,
need to?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I'll make a note of that right here, and then I'll see if we can send you a personal invite. Is your Facebook name just your first and last name?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll push forward. So, have you been sticking to your meal plan 80% of the time? We're going to go around the room. Please answer honestly, because if you haven't and you need some help, or you're missing something, you got some gaps in there somewhere, then we want to make sure we dial it in and find where those gaps are. So, Miss Agnes, I'm looking at your face on the screen right now. So, I'll start with you. Are you sticking to it at least 80% of the time?
I mean, given that it's a day 3, I like to put, like, if I do something, I like to do it 100%, so I didn't deviate from it. I
Okay.
just stick to it like 100% to weigh in everything, and I'm like, if I want to do it, I want to do it right. So I'm gonna say that the biggest thing, I think, it's like the craving of like a carb, like a little carb, like flour carb.
Mm-hmm.
That's for me, like, right now, the biggest challenge. Like like, I don't know, a tortilla chip, or a cracker or something. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing right now.
Okay. Have you had any indulgences with those things?
Oh, no, I try to keep away, but I'm saying it's a day 3, so we're going strong. But we'll see.
Okay,
We'll
very
keep up the
good.
good work. So.
Very good. Good job. All right. Miss Jane, 80% on the meal plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And now Miss Latoya, how we doing?
I'm trying. I had already did my grocery shopping for the
Good.
week before I started the program, so I'm just kind of picking and choosing off of that. I did just run to the grocery store
Okay.
to buy some stuff now and to cook for dinner tonight, but I've been trying to stay
Okay. And
on
you say you did your
it.
I'm sorry, you say you did your week's worth of grocery shopping?
I had already done my week work right before I started the program.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense. Cause I noticed some things on your pictures, but you went grocery shopping, so we're good. We gonna find that motion. Of course, you're gonna want the food that you bought to go to waste, but moving forward, any grocery shopping, we're
right,
gonna use our grocery planning tool. Yeah.
correct.
All right. Awesome. All right. This is the nutrition asset. So like I said, these are found in the featured tab. So it'll have a link to the drive, and then you can see different things: meal prep hacks, breakfast and smoothies, restaurant ordering system, and some recipe guides from Prestige Labs. All right, and then here's a key tip for everybody. If you're starting to, maybe you want some more variety, you want to figure out how you can take the categories on the meal plan and make them into something fresh, new, and exciting, you can always go to Pinterest. It's a free website and app that has unlimited health recipe options. Also, we already know about TikTok. You know, you can find pretty much anything you need to know on TikTok and then Instagram. The only thing that we ask is that everybody shares those recipes or those meals with a coach, myself, or any other coach that you feel comfortable with, so we can make sure that it is aligned with your meal plan. Does that make sense, everybody? All right. Does
Yes.
anybody have any questions about anything at all?
Actually, I have a question.
What's up, Miss
Because-
Agnes?
So like, right, I use a lot of recipes from on Pinterest, and you know, this lady has a website, it's called the Clean Food.
Mm-hmm.
And all the recipes, it's very clean eating. So it's it's nothing, it's processed, everything, it's like 5 ingredients, you know, so it's very,
Mm-hmm.
so like, for example, you know, I was looking at like the chicken piccata, let's say, yeah, so you can make the chicken meatballs, but you have to make them in a chicken broth
Mm-hmm.
with some lemon and capers. Is that like, if you add the chicken broth, is that something that you guys?
That's a good question. I wonder if Coach Jay is still in here. Coach Jay, are you?
Coach Jay is right here.
All right.
So here's the rule of thumb. This goes for all of us. Whether Coach Neat, go back to the previous slide, please.
Uh-huh.
All right. So whether it's Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, or just a recipe from a recipe book that you really like, as long as it sticks to the nutrient timing, meaning at dinner, what are we allowed to have? You guys just said it a few minutes ago, Ms. Jane, what are we allowed to have for dinner?
Protein,
Macro.
protein, a fat, and a veggie.
Perfect. So Miss Agnes, you can have that if it's a protein, a fat, and a veggie, you can have it for dinner. Now, if that recipe has rice, potatoes, any type of carbohydrate.
No, it's just, I was just asking more like, can you use for cooking like chicken broth, you know, and add a little bit of like, let's say, something just to thicken that, like not the corn, not the like a natural. They have a thing that I cannot remember right now the name, that it's a natural substitute for any corn flour or anything like that. So it's not flour, it's gluten free, that you use like a half a tablespoon just to thicken the sauce, let's say, and you can serve that with, I typically eat that with broccoli, which that
100%.
will be good for dinner. You know, I'm just making sure that you can use the, you know, chicken broth and stuff like that.
Chicken broth, absolutely. Beef broth,
Okay.
any type, vegetable broth, 100%.
Okay.
So that's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to just explain, like, if you find a website, it's clean eating, and it could be the cleanest food in the world, as long as it meets the macronutrient timing,
Okay.
we're spot on. But if you have a question, I really need you in the group. So I was in the background. The reason why you're not in the group, you have to like Bamboo Athletics first. So if you go to Facebook and if you like the page, then I'll be able to send you an invite. But it's not bringing up Agnes Bairstow unless you have a different name on Facebook.
I'm gonna check that afterwards, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that we connected.
Okay, so Coach Nick, let's make sure between all of us that we figure that out for Miss Agnes.
Okay.
But that Miss Latoya, did you hear what I said as far as the guidelines? Miss Latoya isn't even listening. Busted. Miss Latoya isn't even listening.
Wait, give her a
She
minute.
ain't even listening over there. No, I'm joking, Miss Agnes. I'm joking. All right, but I know you're listening, Miss Latoya. I know. So, like, what I do is I'll go on Pinterest. I'm gonna share my screen just really quick, and then because I know we gotta leave. Can everybody see my screen?
Not okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pinterest. So I'm like the worst cook, but every now and then I'll jump on Pinterest and I'll type in, say if I want let's say healthy nachos. Healthy nachos. All right. So you could take any recipe and make it a healthy recipe. So I could take healthy nacho bowl recipe. I don't know. We're just gonna open this up real quick. Now this is already, let's see recipe. There we go. Ingredients, beans. I know I'm allowed to have beans, but I can't have this for dinner. So this will obviously be for lunch or whatnot if I'm on the challenge. Tablespoon salsa, all that's pico de gallo is good. Nacho cheesy sauce. So this is already healthy. What would I have to take away from this if I'm gonna have it for lunch? This is a pop quiz. Someone tell me. If I'm having this for lunch, what ingredient do I need? Guacamole, because it's a fat. And I don't want to mix my fat with my carbohydrates. So, and the carbs, what are the carbs in this one? Miss Agnes?
Beans.
The beans. Yep. Miss Latoya, did that make sense? Now, this gets really good. Coach Bree and Coach Nick are great at this. What they'll do is they'll use like cottage cheese and they'll make like a cheese nacho dip out of cottage cheese. That's amazing. And it sounds crazy. They're really good at doing stuff like that. But yeah,
Okay,
so
so one more question.
uh-huh.
So let's say when you cook, I cook a lot and I like to cook.
Uh-huh.
So, like when you have the recipes that they call for, let's say, some of the tomato sauce or tomato paste, can you use those? Can you use those in this challenge? Because this is not listed. So I'm just trying to stick to that list. Like,
Yeah.
let's say if you will make the beef with cabbage and you can add a little tomato sauce and dill and, you can make this like an egg roll, almost like a filling of the egg roll, but it's like I wasn't sure if you allowed to use, let's say, tomato sauce or tomato paste or like a half can, let's say, of the crushed tomatoes.
All right. So excellent question. One is I would always recommend to take a picture of the nutrition label and post it in the group. Because some tomato sauces and spaghetti, especially spaghetti sauce, but
No,
even
not spaghetti, pure tomato sauce,
if it's pure
like
tomatoes,
organic.
if it's pure tomatoes, then the answer is going to be yes. But still take a picture and put it in the group, just in case, like if you're not sure if it has sugar in it or if it has a bunch of extra ingredients. If you notice, the nutrition plan is all natural foods. So for
Yeah.
this, you kind of want to step away from foods that have preservatives in them or
Yes.
anything like that. But if it's just straight tomatoes, especially if you could just boil your own tomatoes and then make your own sauce, that's 100% okay. But if it's canned and it doesn't have all the extra ingredients in it, then you can still use that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure because on the list itself, it's limited. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the it's only like 4 or 5 vegetables listed,
For
so
sure.
I'm just trying to add those vegetables to incorporate maybe with the meat and make something out of it, like beef with cabbage will be a good pair, for example, or make like you can make like a nice almost casserole from beef and cauliflower with a little crushed tomatoes, and you can and put the jalapenos on top, omit the cheese because the recipe calls for cheese, but you can omit the cheese, and so I'm just making sure that this is something that is still okay.
For sure. Yep. And especially if
Okay.
you're at dinner time with the cheese, then that'd be perfect.
Okay.
Oh, but Coach J, cheese is not on our plan.
Yeah.
It's on who's plan?
It's not on our challenger's plan.
On the pull it up if you will, please. Pull it up, Coach Nick.
Yeah, cottage cheese is there, but
Not
like
the
regular
cheese.
cheese.
Okay,
no.
so yeah, all right, so you would have to use you would have to like make a cottage cheese kind of
No,
like
I mean you can eat some nuts later. You can guys for the dinner you can have the cabbage with meat, and add let's say a nuts to it, like as a snack after or whatever. I'm just wanted to make sure that you can add some tomato sauce, something to it, to mix it to make it this more flavorful.
Yeah. So I say, Coach Nick, tomato sauce is allowed, right? At the beginning.
I mean, tomato, we have our slide about tomatoes, things that you want to add for flavor is
Like garden.
allowed.
Yeah, so we call it like, say like salsa, for example. It's just garden vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now, when you get into like the marinara sauce, spaghetti sauce, that's why I was saying maybe like take a picture, send that in, get approval first. But if it's just tomatoes, canned tomatoes, whatnot, you can.
Okay, so that's leads me to another question. Sorry, I'm just trying to like, I have
No,
a
this is
family of
good.
5, so trying to, get this all organized. So like I cut my own salsa, and the salsa has only tomatoes, onion, jalapenos, and that's it really, and cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
So how much that would be considered a vegetable, or that's not a vegetable and only be used for a flavor?
Just for flavor.
That's for flavor. Okay.
Yep. You'll still have your veggie from the list with
Okay.
that, whatever you're
Okay.
topping
Okay.
that with.
Okay, so just add that as a flavor. Let's say like as you're making, like I was thinking to make like a, ground beef, for example, and make a taco.
Mm-hmm.
But just add that for a flavor, but still have some, broccoli or cauliflower on the side.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
No, that's
Yeah.
why we're here. Thank you for asking.
Those are very good questions. I could tell that you're a thinker. So you're very smart. You're a thinker, which is amazing. I don't want you to like I want you to feel free to ask as many questions as possible. Okay? Because what we're
Okay.
shooting for,
No, thank you. Thank you for clarifying. I just wanted to,
100%.
because eating just a chicken every day with broccoli gonna get old very quickly.
Absolutely. And we all looking for like remember, it's progression, not perfection. Okay. So we do our best. We're always shooting for 85% compliance, 90%, you know what I mean? But you're doing great. Just if you have questions, feel free to ask at any time, okay?
All right, thank you.
But we got to get you in the Facebook group.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And there's no cheese. I apologize. There's no
No,
hard cheese.
I figured that part. I figured that it's
Yeah.
no cheese, I love nuts. So for me, like every day, if I can have with the proteins and vegetables, some nuts, I'm good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Amen. And after the challenge, we add that back in. So just so everybody knows. So after we add it back in, we do these challenges. Like we have a triathlon coming up in September. So that's not for you guys because you guys are on the first part. But if you join like the regular program, every 12 weeks we do like a little 4-week challenge. So every quarter we have a challenge. That's pretty cool. So I apologize because I'm always in between the challenges and I didn't realize that we didn't have the cheese at this moment. So if I
We
tend
have
to
cottage cheese, so it's a cheese, just
yeah,
cottage.
Yeah, we
cheese.
got cottage cheese. All right.
All right. I'm out of here. Does anybody have any other questions? I got to go real quick before I get in trouble.
Any other questions, Miss Latoya, Miss Jane?
No, thank you.
Good, thank you.
My next, my
All
leg.
right.
Thank you so much.
Why is he
All right,
exposing?
good night, everybody. I don't want to get in trouble. She's gonna hit me.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Have a great night. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything, okay? You can shoot me a message in the app.
All right,
You-
thank you.
Okay, thank
Cool.
you. Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right.